Audio check, audio check. All right, good Saturday morning from Chicago, and Yabba Dabba Doo sports fans, welcome to this exhibition match between your Pittsburgh Steel City Selects 14U girls in their traveling blacks with the gold and white trim, and these home Chicago Hawks, white jerseys, red and blue trim. Should be going 15 minutes. Got 4.5 on the warm-up clock. I'll be back for puck drop. We're high above the rink, as you can see, so this is going to be a challenge view-wise. We got poles, we got people, we got all the normal obstructions, but we'll give you everything we can, like always. I will be back for puck drop, 4 minutes, 15 seconds. So I'll share some human interest stories while we wait for the rest of the warm-up, 2:45 on the clock. Addie and I almost got in an accident on the way to the game today. We were heading up Interstate 90 at 70 miles an hour, and we were in the right lane. Guy was in the left lane, maybe a car length ahead of me, and he blew a tire, hit the wall, and came in front of us, and thankfully the Germans took over and steered the car over to the right and got us away from it. But frightening moment on the way to the rink this morning, but all is well. Shame it dumped adrenaline on her 2 hours before the game, so we'll see how her legs respond to that. We've got what I refer to as an Erie Sports Bank Park angle here. I am 25 feet above the ice, 10 feet back from the glass. Your view this way will be much better than your view this way. We're going to lose some action along the boards below me, but that's an editorial choice I make to not make you dizzy by doing this. So I'll call it. You may not see it. I leaned out to get around the people here on the perch to give you a better view of this end of the ice. We're only going to shoot that way once, but it is what it is. As always, minute 30 to go on the warm-up clock. We will be back. It's also the first run for the new tripod, so we'll see how that's going to work out. Minute to go. We'll be back. All right, it looks like Eves is going to take the pipes down to my right. We've got Scarlatelli, Shannon, and Wu up front. The backyard is yet to be named, but it looks like it's going to be Dull and Vitodian. Coach Mort giving them some instruction. We've got Schilling on an away game running the music, so apparently the Hawks don't have a music player, so we've got Schilling running them tunes. Below me to my right. And we will get this game underway. Shout out Aaron, welcome from West Virginia. Dylan made the long ride over with Tina and Fuzzy in the van. We will, we're doing 13s, not 15s, so let me adjust. We're going to do 3 13s for this exhibition game. Yes, you're at an angle. No, I cannot fix it. It's the best I can give you, given the physical constraints of the arena here. So, Wu, Scarlatelli, Shannon, Vitodian, and Dull in front of Eves to my right for 3 13-minute periods. Stripes checks with the tenders, checks with the scorekeeper, checks the doors of the arena, directs Scarlatelli back, and here we go. Drawn back to Scarlatelli. Here come the Hawks up the far side. They take it away. Vitodian flips it back to neutral, sends it ahead into the zone. And the Hawks are going to pick it up there and take it back up the near wall. They chip it by Scarlatelli. Vitodian picks it up. Vitodian rips a shot off the goalie. Bounces over to the right-hand side. No rebound. Zivkovic wants a shout-out, so there it is. He's complaining via text. And Shannon comes across with it. Here comes Shannon up the far wall. Zivkovic taking Tyler to a game in Altoona and then up to State College for a Penn State game tonight. He sent Lisa and his dad out here on a plane, and the Hawks are going to take it around behind the net. Bounces off the wall, and McVeigh overskates. Now Claherty. Claherty out here with McVeigh. Makasenko with them. Claherty chips it ahead into the near corner. You're going to be a little bit blind there. We'll give you the best we can. Claherty around the backside. Still skating out to the point to Kiesel. Kiesel loses it in her feet, regains as the Hawks player overskates. Throws it on net. Misses everything to the near side. Makasenko. Makasenko picks it up there. Zivkovic sends it around back to McVeigh. McVeigh battling. Jason's still texting me. He doesn't know how distracting that is. I'm messing with you, Zivy. I love you. Here come the Hawks back the other way. They take it off of Kiesel. Claherty steps over, chips it into the corner. You see it better than I do, and Claherty gets knocked down. Zivkovic up the wall. They bounce it across, and McVeigh can't quite clear it. Kiesel cleans up the backyard, sends it around the back. Brett, if you're listening, it looks like you had a good time at the PBR last night with Harrison. Up the near wall for Claherty. It's below you. You can't see it, and I'm not moving the camera. And that one's going to come all the way around. They're going to catch selection a change as Diamond and Solitrick come out here with Mrazek, Blinka, and Dull in the backyard. So Dull's going to clean this one up. Bring it up through neutral. She's coming below me. She gets pulled down, loses the puck down into the near corner. And Saltrick's going to pick it up there, backhanded up the wall to Dull. Dull tries to throw it in front, knocked down by a Hawk, loose in front, out to the point. Blinka can't hold it. She retreats back. Blinka across to Dull below me. Dull into the center to Salatrick. Salatrick retreats, pushes it ahead, too far for Blinka. Hawks send it back the other way into the far corner. They sent it from behind the red line, no icing. Dull picks it up there, skating. Dull sends it up to Salatrick. Salatrick gains the zone. Down the near side, shoots, blocked by the Hawks. Hawks send it back up the near point and out. We're going to retreat back. Wu out here now with Salatrick, Mrazek. We're caught in the middle of a change here. We'll see as they backhand it across to Dull. Dull up the wall. Mrazek can't get there. The Hawks hold. They send it in. Hawks, point blank. Tipped by Zivkovic near corner. In behind the net. Eves in the pipes. Out to the far circle. Shot doesn't get through. Knocked down by Wu. Wu chips it ahead to Saltrick. Saltrick chips it off the wall to herself, and here she comes. Stevens jumps on. Saltrick still skating with it. Loses it. Now Wu pushes it over to the near wall. Wu draws it out to Stevens. Stevens throws it on net. Misses everything to the near side. Zivkovic tips it into the middle. Nobody there. Hawks. Zivkovic comes out of there with it again. Tries to put it down to Stevens. Can't. Bouncing puck over to the wall. Stevens battling. They send it up the wall. Zivkovic sends it low. Nobody's around back. Now Wu will get a stick on it. Now Stevens back to Wu. Wu centers. Scarlatelli's right there. It bounces off the crossbar and falls down. Here comes the puck up the near wall. Hawks. They send it down, and that will be. Wicked Slapshot Productions hoodies are making a debut this weekend. I dare not turn it around to show you. because I'm sure I'll screw that up somehow. Plus, I'm hanging over the railing here, and I don't want to do that. Face off here in the near circle. Clardy, McVeigh, Makasenka, Blinka, and Kiesel. Goes into the near corner. Hawks pick it up. Hawks up the wall. Bounces oddly out to the center of the zone. Hawks cleared up. Blinka fell down, but held it momentarily. Now they chip it out past her. Blinka regains. Clardy. Clardy through neutral, turning, spinning, coming back the other way. Up the far wall. Heavy pressure. Loses the puck there. Kicks at it. Goes into the corner. Tries to put it in. No, doesn't try to put it in front. Still skating with it. Comes around front. Puts it out to Kiesel. Kiesel with room. Sends it. Goalie with a save. McVeigh chopping at it. Can't knock it in. Puck behind the net. McVeigh chops it over into the corner. Hawks pick it up there. Hawks are going to throw it. Kiesel holds the point. Kiesel sends it in. Rebound, Makasenka. Makasenka tipped it again. Couldn't put it in over to the near wall. Out to the point, Blinka. Blinka throws it down deep. Can't get it through to Makasenka. Throws it out in front. It doesn't get through. No, this time it does trickle through, but the Hawks are going to push it out. It's going to go all the way down, and Eves is going to have to play it into the far corner, where Makasenka gets bodied into the wall. No, I'm sorry. That was Blinka got bodied into the wall. Loose puck, Clardy picks it up. Clardy with Makasenka ahead. She's going to skate it. Here she comes through neutral. Up the near wall. Stops, turns, dumps, heads for a change. In behind the net. Makasenka goes around to pick it up. They push it past her. They push it past Diamond. Vitodian can't hold. She falls down. Gets pushed into the wall hard. You got Mrazek pushing. Here come the Hawks the other way. That's going to be an offsides. So we will get a draw in front of the selects bench. Mrazek, Saltrick, Diamond. Diamond playing center here. Saltrick moves to wing. Vitodian and Dahl. Hawks draw it back. They send it down the far wall. Vitodian flips it back to neutral. Hawks pick it up there. A couple of selects over skate. And here come the Hawks down the near wall. They send it down that near wall. It's in front. Eves with two saves. It's still loose. It's around the backside. They battle into the far corner. Hawks pick it up there. They send it on net. Knocked down by Vitodian. In behind the net. They backhand it around. Cut off by Diamond. Diamond up the wall. Bounces hard off the boards. Diamond chips it, but not out. Hawks far point. Shoot. Knocked down by Diamond. It's loose. Mrazek picks it up. Mrazek ahead to Saltrick. Here comes Saltrick up the far wall. Saltrick tries to put it back to Mrazek. Can't get it through. She was under heavy pressure anyway. Hawks up the near wall. Dahl tries to hold it. Bounced out off the wall. She couldn't. Now Dahl picks it up. Sends it across to Shannon. Shannon around the backside. Shannon up the wall. Bounces out on a tip. They're going to wave off the icing as it comes down into the near corner. Hawks are going to stop, turn, reverse up the near wall. They're going to send it by everybody. It's going to bounce down. Kiesel cleans up the backyard. Bounces it up to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli tried to put it to Stevens. Too far behind her. Into the near corner. Hawks pick it up there. They send it all the way down. And this one will be on icing. So 6:30 to go in the arena. We'll come back down here. 23 of you out there. I'm grateful. Has Shannon, Stevens, and Scarlatelli are out here with Zivkovic and Kiesel. Directing traffic behind him is Stripes, and there's the draw. It goes into the corner. Stevens battles. Shannon bounces it up to Zivkovic. Zivkovic throws it across into the empty corner where Scarlatelli picks it up. Scarlatelli out to Kiesel. Kiesel can't hold it, and they chip it by her. Here they go down the far wall where they're going to call another icing. The puck was drifting slow. I'm surprised they called that icing, but nonetheless they did. And we'll come back down here and get a wholesale change. McVeigh, Clardy, Makasenka, Blinka, and Dahl. Out here for your selects for this draw in our offensive zone. 6:15 to go. Arena clock, 6:15 on mine. For once, they're in sync. McVeigh draws it back. They leave it for Blinka. Blinka chips it down to Makasenka. They battle there. Hawks are battling. Still battle. Blinka can't hold. Clardy steps up, has to wait for the zone to clear. Clardy sends it back in down the near wall. Hawks back out. Here comes Clardy with the puck down the near wall. Clardy coming in. Riding the body hard. Drops it. Dahl there. Dahl tried to throw it in front. Couldn't. And they chip it back out. Back to neutral. Where Blinka's going to go clean it up. Blinka will pick it up there. Oh, Blinka fanned on the pass. Got it up ahead to Makasenka on a second effort. Makasenka across to Clardy. Clardy dancing up the wall. Little bit of room. Has Makasenka streaking. Clawhardy comes in. Clawhardy right into the breadbasket. And with 5:32, we're going to get another draw. Shots on the board are 5-0 in favor of the Selects. I'm not sure I agree with that. There was some action in front of Eves early, but they did not put it on the board. So we'll come here with Diamond, Mrazek, Salatrick, Zivkovic, and Vitodian. There's the draw. Goes into the corner. Hawks send it up the wall. Zivkovic battling. Continue to battle below me. Now it goes down deeper, and Hawks will get there first behind their own goaltender. Send it around past Salatrick. Vitodian can't hold. Has to wait. Vitodian knocked down hard off the puck. Salatrick sends it in. Into the corner. And Mrazek battling hard. They send it up the wall. Where they cleared out past Diamond, and Vitodian picks it up. Vitodian chips it. It's bouncing into the red line. Now back the other way. Vitodian again. Vitodian chips it. And Mrazek couldn't get a stick on that one, and now Vitodian clears it. No, she doesn't clear it. They hold it. Now it comes back out. You see it better than I do, and Salatrick pokes it ahead, and it's below us. And we'll await the result as it comes across to Vitodian. Vitodian, red line dump. They wave off the icing. It was close. Hawks have it as we go for a change. Wu, Blinka holds. Out here with Stevens and Shannon. As I kick the tripod, sorry. Kiesel. This is one of those rinks where I've got to continually walk around it. Here comes Stevens up the near wall. Stevens looking for a pass. Centers it. Couldn't get it through to Wu. Blinka. Blinka throws it in front. Wu is there. Can't get a stick on it. As Wu picks it up. Wu sends it behind for Stevens. Stevens tried to put it out in front to Shannon. Never quite had the handle on it. And here they come back the other way. They dump it in, and we clear it back to neutral as Wu chips it ahead, and now it comes back the other way. Past Blinka, and Kiesel's going to go clean it up. No, Hawk will get there first. Kiesel pokes her off the puck. They throw it in front, loose into the near corner as Kiesel and a Hawk player collided. They're battling over there in that corner. I can't really see who. Shannon and Blinka battling in that corner. Out to the near point. Shot through everybody. Ended up hitting a Hawks player. And goes in behind Eves, where Blinka's going to send it around, and Shannon will get there. Shannon tips it. And here comes... Stevens won't get there as they tip it past her. Now Stevens will head for a change as the Hawks regroup below us. Blinka put it to Shannon. Shannon dances around the player, kicks it up the near wall. And they're going to battle in the corner. You see it better than I do with the pole. They're still battling in that corner. Up ahead, Blinka can't hold it. They're going to call it off on a tip. And Dahl will get there first. Dahl. Up the near wall, but not out. Now, McVeigh will pick it up. McVeigh leaves it for Makasenka. Makasenka tips it ahead. Hawks will settle it down, retreat, and clear it. Up ahead. Dahl battling. Hard battle along the wall. Dahl and 3 Hawks. As McVeigh joins, it comes low, and Vitodian's going to pick it up with 2:25 to go. Vitodian up the wall for Makasenka. Makasenka drops it for Clawhardy. She gets it lost at her feet, and they kick it back to neutral. McVeigh waits for the zone to clear, sends it in, and follows it down the near wall. They battle there. Clawhardy comes out of there with it. Clawhardy sends it up to Dahl. Dahl sends it low. Makasenka steps around behind, picks it up. Makasenka, blind center, comes right to a Hawk. And this one's going to come all the way back across where Vitodian will clean it up. Vitodian across for Dahl. Dahl skating it up the near wall. Dahl drops it for Clawhardy. Clawhardy, slap shot. Hit a Hawks player. It's loose in front. Hawks goalie dives on it. With a minute 44 in the arena, we'll get a stoppage in this first period. So Diamond comes out here with Mrazek and Salatrick now. Zivy and Kiesel in the backyard. Diamond takes this draw. Loose in front, Salatrick can't get a stick on it. Goaltender has no choice but to cover. And with 1:41, we'll do it again. Same players, same circle, different time on the clock. As we will line up for another draw in this near circle. Diamond takes it again. Dies on the dot. Diamond back to Zivkovic. Zivkovic down the wall. Hawks pick it up there. Diamond throws it deeper. Salatrick. Salatrick heavy pressure. Centers. Couldn't get it through to Mrazek. It's going to come all the way back. It'll go all the way down and no icing. So Eves leaves it for Kiesel. Kiesel picks it up. Loses it behind the net. Hawks push it out to the far wall. Salatrick gets a stick in there. They get a shot. Diamond got a stick on that. It goes in on Eves, and Eves covers it. And we get a little bit of a post-action tackle there in front of the net. 113. Wu, Shannon, Scarlatelli, Blanca, and Dahl come out for this draw. In the far end, far circle. Wu's going to step in and take this one. Stripes directing traffic behind him. Wu pushes it back to the point. Shot from there, never got through. Hit somebody. Couldn't tell who. Hawks try to center. Cut off by Dahl. Dahl riding that player hard to the corner. Puck loose. Shannon picks it up. Shannon going to skate it. Has Scarlatelli ahead of her. Looking up. Can't quite get it through. Lots of traffic. She gains the red line. Dumps it off Stripes. Get out of the way, Stripes. Puck comes all the way around to the far circle. Past everybody, and Wu's going to have to chase this one down. Wu left it for Dahl, and it ends up as a turnover as Dahl steps in front and takes that away. Nice play by Dahl. Dahl's going to skate it. She's got numbers if she hurries. She's coming up the near wall, now back into the center, now back to the near wall. Dahl sends it in front for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli in front. Wu with a shot save. Puck loose. They send it in front again. Hawks are going to cut this off. This one will come all the way back. Scarlatelli kicks it in, and that is offsides with 23 seconds to go in the arena. So we will get Makasenko, Mrazek, McVeigh, Vitodian, and Zivkovic here for this draw with 22 seconds to go. McVeigh draws it back to Zivkovic. Zivkovic bounces it in. They send it back out. Claherty can't control it. Now McVeigh picks it up. McVeigh across the blue line. Leaves it for Makasenko. Makasenko with room. Makasenko shoots. Bouncing puck off Claherty into the far corner. Comes up the far wall. They clear it there with 5 to go. They're going to hold it on the wall there. Vitodian will tie this up. She's excellent at it. And that'll kill the period. We played 1. We've accomplished nothing. I will be back for 2. So this is the video of our near-death experience this morning. Watch the gray car on the left. Blowout, here he comes, and there he goes. He hit the wall and got T-boned over to his left. That's a little scary when that happens at 70 miles an hour, but thankfully everybody's good. Car reacted, and here we are calling a hockey game. All right, McVeigh, Claherty, and Makasenko come out here with Vitodian and Zivkovic. They finished period 1. They're starting period 2. Stripes is checking with everybody. And we'll get this game underway. They got the shots 6-1. I don't quite have it that lopsided, but whatever. Hawks send it all the way in. Behind Eves, Vitodian will get there first. Hawks pick it up. Now Vitodian. Up the near wall, chips it around. We'll try to follow it. Hawk will get their first knocker down, and they're going to call the penalty on the Hawks. That'll likely be, and it is, an interference call on the Hawks for stepping in front of Vitodian as she came down the near wall. You can see this lady next to me does not agree. She's shaking her head. But It is an interference call on the Hawks. They got it up for 2 minutes, which is too long. It should be a minute and a half. But they're going to put a Hawk in the box. We're going to go on the power play. Claherty and Shannon, Vitodian and Dahl, and Kiesel, it looks like. Kiesel and Dahl reunited in the backyard, and it feels so good. And they left that penalty up for 2 minutes. Maybe that's a Chicago thing. I'm not sure. As Shannon sends it in on net. This one's going to come up the near wall. I seem to remember something when we were up here for the tournament. They run their penalties longer. Dahl up to Claherty. Claherty. Dahl in behind. And now they're going to call another one on the Hawks. So we're going to go on 5-on-3 here. Looks like another Hawk's going to sit. I'm not sure what this call is. Cross-check. Cross-check on the Hawks. So we're going to get a minute 29 of 5-on-3 action. Vitodian, Shannon, Kiesel, Claherty, Dahl. So we're a little defense heavy on this power play. Claherty looking over as Claherty dumps it into the corner. And this goes around behind. Hawks send it up the wall. Claherty, a lot of room here. Claherty sends it in front. Hawks goalie covers. And Shannon got pulled down in front of the net. Or no, Vitodian got pulled down in front of the net. So we'll stick with these players. A minute 18 of 5-on-3 as the Hawks have it behind the net. They send it around. Kiesel will step up. A lot of room to step up here. Kiesel can't put it around. Heavy pressure. Kiesel and Shannon working. 2 Hawks. Now Vitodian joins in. You can double, triple team here, given the numbers. They're happy to hold it and kill it. Kiesel needs to use her ass and move that out of the way there, and that's what she's trying to do. Now it gets in front. They tip it in front again. It's still loose in front. Now behind the net. Around to Dahl. Dahl down to Claherty. Claherty gets hit. Spins away from it. Claherty out front. Loses the puck. Now they're going to, they try to ice it. Can't. Dahl can't hold it, though. As heavy pressure here as Kiesel steps up now. You got the numbers here, girls. You got to work this 5-on-3. You got 24 seconds to go. Kiesel around back. Kiesel still skating. Kiesel with a shot. Goaltender blocks that behind. Now Shannon. Stevens jumps on for Claherty. They send it around to Shannon. Shannon can't hit Stevens. Out to the point to Dahl. Dahl down to Shannon. Shannon back to Dahl. Dahl can't hold. And that's going to be offsides with 4 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Dahl couldn't hold it twice. Now we're going to get a wholesale change. Stevens, Diamond, Salatrick, Blinka, Zivkovic. 4 seconds of 5-on-3, and then we're going to go to 32 seconds of 5-on-4 as the Hawks are going to gain a lot of momentum here. They can kill this off. As Stevens sends it into the corner. Salatrick's going to go chase it. Now we're back to 5-on-4. Salatrick in the corner. Up the wall to Blinka. Blinka sends it. Hits Salatrick. Goes behind the net. Stevens going to go chase it in the corner. Comes out of there with it. Stevens shot blocked into the near corner. Far corner, rather. Stevens dumps it behind for Salatrick. Salatrick can't handle it. She's going to get attacked by a Hawk on the wall. She kicks it across to Stevens. Stevens out front. Stevens loose in front. Couldn't do anything with it. They get it over Diamond, and they're going to clear it, and that will be an icing. With 10:10 to go, 4 seconds in the penalty. And the Hawks are going to kill a 5-on-3 for a minute 30, which doesn't say a lot about your Selects power play. That's not good. Never got it organized that time as they come into the near corner for this draw. 4 seconds to go, and the penalty will be over. Woo! Shannon, Scarlatelli, Kiesel, and Dahl reunited in the backyard, and it feels so good as they push that over in the direction of Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli falls down out to Kiesel. Kiesel throws it in front, misses everything to the far side. Penalty over. Shannon gets bodied on the wall. Hawks tip it up past Dahl. All the way down. They're going to wave it off on a tip, which I didn't see. And Kiesel's going to have to pick it up there in the backyard and bring it up the near wall. Kiesel up to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli loses it. Scarlatelli picks it back up to Kiesel. Kiesel stops, turns, spins up to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli too far for Wu behind her. Goes all the way down in and behind the goalie, where they send it around for Shannon. Shannon backhands it too far for Wu. Kiesel cheats up. Kiesel throws it low. Get out of the way, Stripes. Wu chips it around to Shannon. Shannon banks it around. Kiesel's going to have to retreat this time. Let Scarlatelli try to make a play. She can't. Out it comes, and Kiesel in the side yard. Oh, turnover. Here they come the other way. Kiesel pokes it back. And the Hawks are going to send it in. And that's out. Now the Hawks have to wait, clear the zone. They poke it back ahead the other way. And there it goes, and that should be. No, Eves has to play it. Eves had trouble with it, honestly. Now they send it up to Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli had room, but she couldn't handle the pass. Down into the near corner as the Hawks take that away. Scarlatelli had to break, couldn't handle the pass. Clawhardy comes out of there with it. Clawhardy dancing in front. Clawhardy can't handle the puck. Loses it into the corner, still skating with it, now in behind the net. Clawhardy still skating out to the point to Dahl, who can't handle the pass, and out it comes. Vitodian across for Clawhardy. Clawhardy up the far wall. Clawhardy dancing around one, dancing around another, can't handle the puck. Loses it over to the wall, back to Vitodian. Vitodian down to Clawhardy. Stripes in the way. Clawhardy tips it around behind. McVeigh's going to have to go chase it down. Around for Makasenka. Makasenka deeper into the corner, and the Hawks are going to send it up the wall. Makasenka tried to shoot it, blocked. McVeigh backhands it, doesn't go very far. Clawhardy holds it up behind the net. They're battling. Clawhardy comes out of there with it. Clawhardy hits McVeigh high, can't do anything with it, into the near corner. Hawks try to clear. Vitodian holds into the near corner. They send it around past Clawhardy. Zivkovic way up. Makasenka covering her. Collision on the wall. They're going to clear it back, and that will be an icing. So we'll come back down here for this draw. 7:41 in the arena. We'll come back down here. Diamond, Stevens, Mrazek, Kiesel, and Blinka. So they're rotating the lines a little bit here from where we started. Stripes directing traffic. Draws it in past Stevens, and the Hawks are going to pick it up here. Hawks up the near wall. Kiesel tries to hold, can't. And they're off to the foot races. Diamond steps in front of that player. Another Hawk picks it up, sends it, knocked down by Blinka. Blocked. Stevens. Here comes Stevens up the far wall. Stevens with room looking for a pass. Nobody with her yet. She stops. She turns. She throws it across to Kiesel. Kiesel with a shot. Puck trapped in the goalie and covered. 7:15 in the arena. Wu takes this draw. Out to Vitodian. Vitodian shoots. Wu, Shannon, Scarlatelli, Vitodian, Dahl. Out to the point. Dahl can't hold. And Scarlatelli picks it up. Scarlatelli up for Wu. Wu backhands it into the near corner past Stripes. Hawks are going to get there first. Wu tips it. They're battling along the wall. Scarlatelli, 3 Hawks, Wu. Now 4 Hawks. Up to the point, Vitodian. Vitodian tries to send it. Can't get it through Wu skates. Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli around back for Shannon. Shannon around back for Scarlatelli. Past everybody. Scarlatelli battles back to pick it up. Centers. Can't get it through to Wu, and here come the Hawks. They gain the red line. Dump it into the far corner. And Dahl's going to pick it up there. Dahl. They throw it up the wall. Lots of Hawks on the ice. No call. They send it back in, and they are going to be offsides. 6:17 to go. So we will get a draw in front of the Hawks bench. Hawks had about 8 players on the ice there. As Clawhardy, McVeigh, and Makasenka come out here with Kiesel and Zivkovic. Zivkovic around back for Kiesel. Kiesel up. McVeigh can't clear. Makasenka can't clear. McVeigh did, and now here come the Hawks the other way. That Hawks player pulled down by McVeigh. No call. Now it's underneath that Hawks player. Now it's loose. Clawhardy overskates. McVeigh fans, and McVeigh gets it out and back, and she will pick it up. McVeigh up ahead to Makasenka. Makasenka loses the puck up the wall. The Hawks pick it up, take it into the corner. Hawks around back. Zivkovic low for Claherty. Claherty loses it. Battling there on the goal line. Claherty almost fell down, didn't. And here they come up, the Hawks back through neutral. It was out, back in, and McVeigh created an offsides play. Steven Saltrick, Mrazek come out. Blinka and Dahl. Waiting for the draw. Stripes directing traffic behind him. Still directing traffic behind him. Saltrick back to center with Mrazek and Stevens. As this one goes up and into the selects bench. 5:24. So we will go back to the same dot. Stevens gets the puck from Schilling, who's still out with a lower body injury. Made the trip to Chicago, though, did Jeff and Mac. As puck goes into the near corner. All the way around. Dahl steps up, holds it. Hawks pick it up, send it back out. Blinka has to wait for the zone to clear. Dumps it across for Mrazek. Can't handle it. As now they're coming up. Dahl puts it up to Stevens. Stevens dumps it into the near corner. Puck goes behind the net. She got a hip on it, directed it up and into the protective netting. So we're going to go to what should be the far circle for this draw. As Shannon, Wu, Scarlatelli come out. Mrazek and Zivkovic. We will, Wu will step in and take this draw. 4:57 to go, second period, still no score. Look at the shots on the board, 10-1. Out to Vitodian. Vitodian slap, misses everything near side as she fell down. They chip it by Shannon. Dahl steps up, holds it. No, that's Zivkovic, not Dahl, my bad. This time the Hawks will pick it up, they'll send it. They wave off the icing again, which I don't understand. And Eves has to let it there for Zivkovic in the near corner. They're going to battle up the near wall. Hawks pick it up there, send it, knocked down by Vitodian. Vitodian banks it off the wall, not out. Hawks send it lower. Wu lazily around for Zivkovic. Zivkovic up for Shannon, too far. They hold, bouncing puck, miss everything near side. Now Vitodian. Vitodian looking up. Can't get it through. This will go all the way through, and this will be an icing. So we'll come back the other way for this draw. Near circle as Eves stretches the trees. Skating around on the end line. Claherty, McVeigh, and Makasenka, Blinka, and Kiesel. McVeigh. Blinka comes out of there with it. Blinka too far up for Claherty. Hawks pick it up top of their zone. Stop, turn, spin. Lift it, and it goes all the way down, and that will be an icing. 3:55 in the arena. We'll come back down here. McVeigh steps in to take this one. Hawks come out of there with it. Makasenka gets a stick in there. They send it up the wall and out of play. So USA Hockey announced some rule changes yesterday at 16U, which is where Addie and some of these girls will move up to next year. You get tag up offsides, and you also get back the ability to ice on the power play, or on the penalty kill, rather. So those will be new rules for next season. As Claherty banks it low, the Hawks come out of there with it, reversing some decisions from a year or two ago as Blinka sends it in, and Claherty and Makasenka were offsides. So we'll go to the far dot in front of the selects bench for this draw, McVeigh. And McVeigh draws that back. Hawks chip it ahead. And this will go all the way down where Kiesel cleans up the backyard. Kiesel around back. Now up through the center. Here comes Kiesel. Kiesel. Still skating Kiesel. Kiesel. Stops, turns, surveys. Loses the puck on the far wall. And here come the Hawks back the other way. Claherty steps over. Hawk gets it. Claherty steps in front of that Hawk. Into the corner now they battle, and Claherty comes out of there with it. Claherty puts it up ahead too far for Makasenka. And they're going to come across, throw it. It gets by Blinka, goes into the near corner. And that will be an icing. 3:03, and we're going to go to the far circle. So we played these Hawks tight twice. We played them up here in a tournament, beat them by 1 goal in a round robin, and beat them by 1 goal in overtime for the championship in the fall as Diamond pushes it to the far wall. This bouncing puck comes up to Dahl. We got some terrible feedback on the other arena, so apologies for that noise. That's not up to our standards here at WSP. As Vitodian spins, sends it back. Puck goes all the way down off a tip, no icing. And the Hawks are going to pick it up behind the net, chip it around. Dahl's going to have to retreat. Comes back out, Vitodian in the side yard. Vitodian still skating. Vitodian cranks one high over the net. Dahl. Oh, Dahl can't hold. And this is going to turn into a break. Vitodian hurries back. Vitodian gets a stick in there and cleans up for Dahl as Vitodian sends it up ahead to Salatrick. Aaron, calm down. Bouncing puck over to the far wall. I know Aaron well enough. He is fuming right now, and there's no reason. It's a good game so far. Dahl picks it up, sends it over to the wall, bounces it up. Cannot clear, and now Mrazek will send it up too far for Salatrick. They wave that off on a tip. And Salatrick gets there first. She's bodied into the wall, no call. And here come the Hawks. We send it up, Shannon. Shannon across for Zivkovic behind her. Zivkovic tries to put it up for Wu, and Salatrick ends up with it. Salatrick up the near wall. Salatrick stops, turns, spins, puts it out too far for Kiesel. And Zivkovic cleans it up. Zivkovic in the side yard, up to Wu. They're going to be offsides as Salatrick was woefully out back. Oh, we're going to get a penalty on the Hawks for rough behind the play. I didn't see it. Apparently, one of the Hawks' moms is standing next to me and admits it was bad, so that's why Salatrick was offsides. Even the Hawks' parents aren't happy. I didn't see it. I was watching the play. It was well behind the play. And Hawks' parents aren't happy as this one gets drawn back to Kiesel. Kiesel loses it. They push it over to the wall. Up to Makasenko. We got some room here if we can get moving on this power play. Over to Claherty. Claherty up the near wall. Claherty skates in. Claherty around back. Claherty throws it on net blocked. Zivkovic. Zivkovic across to Kiesel. Kiesel tries to throw it. It gets blocked. Makasenko's going to pick that up. Makasenko leaves it for McVeigh. McVeigh can't handle it, and the Hawks are going to throw it around. And Zivkovic's going to hurry over to hold the far point. Zivkovic throws it, deflected. Makasenko behind the net, throws it in front. This will be a chance for Kiesel. Kiesel with a shot. Loose in front! Still no goal as Makasenko's beating it, bang, and it's loose. Claherty ramps it up over the net. There were 3 or 4 good shots there. Makasenko was at point-blank range and couldn't put it in the backside of an empty net. They battle along the wall, 1:09 to go in the power play. That was our best chance yet, and it just didn't go. Bounces out to Zivkovic. Zivkovic throws it. Misses everything to the far side. Claherty. Claherty back to Kiesel. Kiesel throws it in front. Tipped by Makasenko. Goaltender with the cover. 22 to go. 54 in the penalty. Goaltender standing firm in the net. And it's still 0-0. Shannon, Wu, Scarlatelli, Blinka, and Dahl. 54 in the penalty, 22 in the period. And we'll get a call here. Or we'll get a face-off here, rather. As the Hawks are changing players. Wu dies on the dot, goes to the end wall. They send it around. Dahl steps up, can't hold. Here it goes back the other way. Blinka up, too far. Shannon back to Dahl. Dahl throws it. It ends up on a Hawks player. Blinka backhands it into the zone, and 2-1. Period over. We played 2. We've still accomplished nothing. I'll be back for 3. So we'll do it this way because it's easier. There's the front of the hoodie. And there is the back of the hoodie. Some of my favorite sayings. Michael made this up for me. We're talking about doing a limited run of them, so we'll figure that out. We'll put it out in Team Snap. Anybody interested? It's probably going to be easiest if you get your own hoodie, and then Michael can just iron them on. It'll be easier than me trying to buy hoodies. More details to come after I talk to Michael. Right now, limited edition of 1. All right, a little bit of an unconventional again. Looks like Clardy, Shannon, Vitodian, Dahl, and I think that's Blinka on the far side of the backyard. Not sure. No, it's Kiesel. Kiesel and Dahl reunited. And as the hoodie says, it feels so good. Hawks take it back. Remember, 31 seconds in the power play. Hawks bounce it all off the glass. Kiesel cleans it up. Backyard. Loses it back there. Hard around to Shannon. Shannon backhands. Cannot get it past this player. Hawks aggressive on the penalty kill. Now Dahl. Dahl across to Kiesel. Kiesel up too far for Clardy. Leaves it for Vitodian. Vitodian overskates. Then they send it back the other way, and that will be an icing. 12:28. We'll come back down here, set it up. Penalty over. And Diamond, Salatrick, Mrazek, Vitodian, and Zivkovic. So Diamond's going to take this draw. Set up a little oddly here. See what happens. Doesn't win it, so we never will find out. Up the wall. They battle in the corner. You see it better than I do with the pole. Loose. Saltrick steps up, chips it into the corner, where the Hawks are going to get there first. They're going to battle along the wall. And now they send it out. And it goes all the way down, and that will be an icing. Come back the other way. Should be near circle again. 12:06 in the arena. Mrazek, Diamond, Saltrick, Zivy, and Vitodian. They're going to set it up this way again. We'll see what they do. It doesn't matter because we didn't win it. Up the wall. Zivkovic under heavy pressure. Here they come. Vitodian back 2-on-1. Vitodian takes the angle. Shot. Missed everything to the far side. Hawks get there first. Saltrick chips it out. Nice play by Gianna. And now the Hawks regroup. Send it up. Zivkovic will pick this up in the backyard. Loses it back there behind the net. Hawks send it around, and Diamond picks it up to Mrazek. Mrazek, bodied along the wall, loses the puck. Hawks come back the other way. Diamond across to Vitodian. Vitodian bounces up the wall, heads for a change. Saltrick on her own. The rest of the team's changing. Saltrick stops, turns, surveys, realizes she's on her own, throws it through the goal mouth as Blinka crashes. Now they're going to get behind us. McVeigh steps in front and causes enough confusion that puck's going to come all the way down. Stevens bodied into the wall. She's fine. She saw it coming and backed off. These hits from behind as Eve says no. Stevens pulls the chest plate a little. Kiesel checks with her. I hate to see those hits from behind. but she's fine. Mom, if you're watching from Chloe's dancing show. McVeigh draws it across. Stevens with a big block, swallowed that shot. Backhands it and gets it out with the second effort. So Makasenka, McVeigh, and Stevens out here now as they send it. Blinka steps in front. It's loose. They cheat in. Eves with a save. Eves with a second save. Goaltender's going to whistle it, or Stripes is going to whistle it dead. Not sure why. The puck was not dead, but Stripes whistles it dead. So now we've got Scarlatelli, Vitodian, and Dahl, Shannon, and Wu. So that's not how they line up, though. It'll be Shannon, Scarlatelli, and Wu with Vitodian and Dahl. I just called them in the order I saw them rather than their lineup. 10:36. Bouncing puck, Vitodian. All the way around. Shannon checks the real estate. Bounces it off the wall, out. Wu. Wu dancing, loses the puck. They backhand it out. Past everybody. Vitodian. Vitodian up the wall. Gets it into the near corner. All the way around the backside where Hawks will pick it up, send it up the wall. You see it better than I do. And now they pick it up again. Shannon comes out of there with it. Shannon behind the net with it. Shannon still dancing, stopping, turning, surveying, coming around the backside. Shannon puts it out to the point to Dahl. She holds it. She throws it off a Hawk. Shannon kicks it. Hawks have it. Here they come as Dahl steps in front. Pushes that player to the wall. Dahl separates that player from the puck. Second Hawk picks it up. Vitodian steps in front, makes a play. They throw it across the goal mouth. Scarlatelli picks it up. Scarlatelli backhands it out off a Hawk. They send it up. Dahl stops that one and clears it. Dahl throws it into the far corner. We're changing. They send it up too far for Diamond, and they're going to wave off the ice on a tip. And now Dahl picks it up. Dahl stops, turns again. Up the near wall for Mrazek. Mrazek can't handle it. Hawks hold. Send it into the center of the zone. It goes off a stick into the far corner. Hawks throw it in front. Knocked down by Zivkovic. Zivkovic behind the net. Sends it around. Mrazek needs to get there. Dahl first. Dahl up the wall. Can't get it. She's bodied. Now 2 on Dahl. Mrazek. There's half the ice is over there battling now. They continue to battle in that corner. Dahl and Mrazek and 3 Hawks. Hawks come out of there with it. Shot from the near point. Doesn't get through. As it hit a Hawk? We got a Hawk down. Let's go. Up ahead, Vitodian can't hit Mrazek. It dies, and Hawk lost an edge, and Diamond sends it in. She's going to head for a change as it goes into the corner. Around the backside. Up the wall. Too far. Clardy holds it. Has to wait for Saltrick to get out. She does. Clardy loses it at the blue line. Backhands it deep. Stevens is going to go chase it down with Saltrick. Saltrick back there. Saltrick gets it over to Stevens. Stevens looking. Finds Zivkovic. High point. Zivkovic sends it into the goalie. It's loose. Saltrick still loose. And the goalie covers. We've had some action in front of this goalie. She's resilient. She gets a piece of equipment on it. Covers it up. As they chip and chip. So we'll go to the near circle for this draw. Clardy. It's in her feet. Comes to the wall. Clardy takes it deeper. Around back. Makasenka puts it up front. Stevens can't get a stick on it. Zivkovic will. Zivkovic over to Kiesel. Kiesel throws it low. It hits a Hawk player. Makasenka skates in, can't get a stick on it. Comes out. Kiesel's going to hold it. Throw it in the corner. Clardy's back there. Goes past her. Goes over to the far corner. Stevens gets a stick in there. They reverse direction. Zivkovic near wall. Can't hold it. Hawks. Here they come the other way. 7:32. They get it across. Shot. Eves says no, and then the rebound goes in. It went off Eves' blocker and in. And it's 1-0 Hawks. Player was all alone on the back door. Eves got a blocker on it. Sent it up high, as sometimes she does. Went over her shoulder, hit the ice. The coin flip didn't work in our favor, and in it went. Wu, Scarlatelli, Shannon, Blinka, and Dahl. We got to get one back here. Wu draws it back to Blinka. Blinka Sends it up into the bench. We're going to bring it over to the far dot. No, they're actually going to bring it back on an intentional. Take it to Eves is right. Scarlatelli goes and gives Eves a stick tap. 7:22. Stripes directing traffic behind him. Comes out to the far point. Shot. Eves directs that one to the corner. Blinka bodies that player off the puck. Stripes get out of the way. Puck goes down low. Now Blinka. Blinka skating. Puts it up too far for Shannon. It gets by the Hawk, and here comes down the near wall. Scarlatelli battling. They send it back past everybody. Hawks coming back through neutral with it. They send it into Blinka. Now Wu picks it up. Wu has numbers if they hurry. Wu down the far side. Wu with a shot. Missed everything near side. Into the corner, Shannon. Shannon can't hold it. They chip it past Dahl. Scarlatelli. Heavy pressure. Loses the puck. Player pulled down. No call. Dahl. Dahl sends it ahead to Shannon. Shannon can't handle it. Hawks back the other way. Dahl. Dahl spinning. Loses it back to center. Hawks. Dahl chips it. Shannon. They chip it in, and they are offsides. 6:28. Diamond, Mrazek. Let me try it again. Diamond, Mrazek, Saltrick, Vitodian, and Zivkovic. Sorry for the yawn. We didn't get good sleep at the Hampton Inn last night. It was hot. Had to put the air conditioning on in the middle of the night. Who would think that with as cold as it's been? Over to the wall. Mrazek chips it. Hawks. Diamond gets a stick in there. Below me. Mrazek gets a stick in there. Still battling. Hawks coming the other way below me. They put it ahead to another Hawk. They dance around. Still dancing. Shot. Rebound. They cleared off the doorstep. Vitodian. Vitodian looking up. Waited too long. Can't get it through. Gets it through to Diamond, but it was sloppy. Saltrick backhands it to the blue line, and the Hawks are going to clear it. Off a player back into the zone. Hawks clear it now. Past everybody. They're going to call a tip on Saltrick. Vitodian has to go get it while the Hawks change. Vitodian up. Too far for Mrazek. And this time they are going to call ice. Come back the other way with 5:38. So we'll go to the far circle. We'll go to the far circle for this face-off. Zivkovic. Oh, no, I'm sorry, McVeigh. Stevens with a block into the near corner. They send it out to the near point. Claherty tries to block, ends up with a pass down low. Claherty, Stevens, McVeigh. This one's Stevens. Stevens tried to leave it for Kiesel. This one gets all the way through high over Eves. Blinka and Kiesel in the backyard as they try to bounce it up to Zivkovic. Can't get it through. Shot! Loose in front, still loose in front. Eves covers it. 5:11. A lot of action in front of Eves as the shot's narrow. 15-9. I probably have it closer than that. So we'll come into the near corner for this draw. And you're a little bit blind now. They send it around. Loose in front, shot. Eves says no. Still loose in front. Scarlatelli still loose off the side of the net now. And they're going to call it dead on a tie-up by Eves, 4:58. So we'll go to the far circle. It's as far out as I can go, guys. I can't get by it. I'm already leaning over. Wu's going to take this draw. No, Diamond. Diamond takes this draw over to Kiesel. Back to the far point. They should send it low. Diamond, Mrazek, Saltrick out here with Kiesel and Zivkovic. They send it over to the corner. They bounce it. Bouncing out. Diamond can't get a stick on it. Now she will. Here she comes. She's got Mrazek going. She gets it up through to her. Across to Kiesel. Kiesel's going to chase us down the far wall. Still chasing is Kiesel. Kiesel. Round back. Up to the point to Zivkovic. Zivkovic sends it in off Kiesel. Zivkovic sends it in again. Got a tip from Diamond, didn't go in. Kiesel again. Kiesel throws it in front. Salatrick tried to tip it, couldn't. Zivkovic steps up and it comes back. Diamond in the side yard. Diamond, as Salatrick gets out, catching him in a change. Diamond off the back of the net. Hawks up the far wall. Salatrick holds it momentarily. Now Mrazek. Mrazek stops, turns, dumps it. Hawks retreat with 3:53 to go. Hawks across D to D. They send it up. Zivkovic cuts that off, sends it back. Clawhardy over to Makasenka. Makasenka with room. Makasenka still with some room. Shoots. Goaltender gloves it. And with 3:36 to go, we'll get another stoppage. McVeigh, Makasenka, Clawhardy, Dahl, and Blinka come to the near circle. Stripes directing traffic. This one comes out to the point. Dahl has to retreat. They go to the far wall. Blinka. They get around Blinka. Shot. Eves got a glove on that. Tipped it into the corner. They battle in that corner. Hawks come out of there with it. This will be Blinka. Blinka can't chip it away. They send it across Dahl. Dahl up too far for Makasenka, and that's going to be an icing. 3:11. Back this way. .311 to go. 1-0 Hawks. Wu steps in for this draw. Draws it into Zivkovic, who falls down. Hawks from the near point miss everything off Stripes into the near corner. Turn, shoot. Eves gives up a rebound. Zivkovic cleans it up, but not out. Bounces high in the air. Behind the net, Hawks. Loose on the doorstep. Hawks shoot. Eves says no. Zivkovic. Oh, they throw it in front again. It's loose. This time Wu. Wu puts it ahead for Shannon. It's in her feet. Here comes Shannon. Shannon dances in the center of neutral zone and loses it. Now Wu. Wu chips it ahead. Wu again. Hawks send it ahead. Zivkovic. Shannon's going to step in front. Hawks are going to knock it into the zone. 2:29. Shannon. Shannon looking for a pass. She's going to skate it. Shannon didn't get the pass through wherever she was looking to. It's loose. Hawks come back the other way. Now Zivkovic. Zivkovic all the way across for Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli backhands it into the zone and heads for a change. Diamond, Salatrick, Kiesel, and Blinka jump on. Shannon still needs to get off. Kiesel. This will get Shannon off as Mrazek jumps on. Blinka. Blinka off Kiesel skates. Blinka pushes it ahead. Hawks. Blinka again. Blinka skating. Her stick gets lifted. She loses the puck. Puck bounces up off the wall. Kiesel. Kiesel sends it. That was too many men. They didn't call it that way either. Salatrick leaves it. They bounce it out past Blinka. Zivkovic will chase it. Minute 36. They are shutting us down at the blue line as Diamond was offsides. Minute 32. Probably coming back here. Actually, we're going all the way down. Clawhardy, Makasenka, McVeigh. Zivkovic and Blinka. For this face-off. And going to change the backyard. Kiesel and Dahl reunited. For this face-off. They drop it. Hawks pick it up. Send it. Kiesel. Kiesel cleans it back up. Puts it to neutral. Hawks pick it up there. Clawhardy aggressive. Hawks chip it to the wall. Past Makasenka. Here they come up the far wall. They send it in. Eves directs it into the corner with 1:15 to go. McVeigh. McVeigh can't get it up. Up to Makasenka, who can't clear. Hawks. Now Dahl picks it up. Dahl up. Not enough mustard on it to get it to Clawhardy. Hawks back the other way. Dahl. It's in her feet. Gets it across to Clawhardy. Net's empty. Stevens is on. Clawhardy down the near side. Tries to get a center. Doesn't. Clawhardy pulled down. No call behind the scenes. Hawks are going to dump it. Kiesel has to pick it up with 46 to go. Kiesel tries to get it up to Stevens. Can't handle it. Dahl sends it in. Hawks bouncing puck. Dahl knocks it down. It's in her feet below me. You can't see it. They battle. Vitodian comes out of there with it. Vitodian down the wall. Across to Clawhardy. Clawhardy's open. Clawhardy never got the shot off. Puck loose to the end wall. Stevens behind the net. Out to Dahl near point. Dahl with a shot. Doesn't get it off as Vitodian dives trying to block it. Stevens around to Makasenka. Makasenka out front. Stevens below the end line. Stevens out front. Nobody there. Kiesel cheats up. Kiesel throws it on net. Misses everything to the far side. Makasenka centers it. It comes back with 6 to go. And that's going to do it. 4-3. 2-1. That's game. Hawks are going to win 1-0. We'll be back in action this afternoon against the Warhawks. I'll bring you the handshake action. Get over the YouTube delay as always. Thanks for watching. Have a good Saturday.